next speaker who has a lot of experience with LED. We have Girish Bhardwaj. Girish comes from a background of engineering, but has done some unique and path-breaking work in discovering how else LED can be used, both good and bad. He's going to be sharing views on all his work and experiences so far, which extend from light and well-being to light and healing. The stage is all yours, Girish. Put your hands together for Girish Bhardwaj.
Yes, thank you. Good evening, everyone. No doubt, with the arrival of LEDs, our business have grown multifolds. Our technical understanding on LEDs have gone exponentially high with our 3D skills. However, there is a dearth of reservoir in knowledge with respect to physiology and light, and that too with physiology and LEDs. And LEDs have brought physiological concerns with it. Now, how LED as Z-Gabor influences this molecular mechanism, and which part of this molecular mechanism is sensing this time cue, and why, is the question which is revealed in this relationship between physiology and light, which is too fascinating and too true to be ignored or criticized. I'll cite you some examples now. One of the examples is too much of activation of cortisol leads to the lowering of our immune system. Bullied behavior, we are experiencing it. 2014 से पहले ऐसे नहीं था. We were having vada pav, samosa. We were late partying late night. But bullied behavior. Sorry. One of the examples. Second, in the name of circadian, we are driving cortisols and hyperactivation of IPRGCs, which is responsible to trigger cortisol through the pituitary gland, are also found in the fifth cranial nerve. When they get hyperactivated, there is a term known as migraine. And I have 200 patients of migraine. Okay, in past just 3 years, probably more of female. And because of this, we are not realizing the invisible, non-visible format of LEDs are deteriorating us, and we are paying indirectly to our medical sort of insurance bills and all. Third, the most important hormone is melatonin, and we thump our chest, pat our back. What has happened? Okay, pat our back that we have suppressed hormone melatonin. Melatonin is the hormone which repairs your cell every day, regenerates your neuronal activities every day, boosts your mitochondria ATP every day, boosts your immune system every day, and you are happy saying we have suppressed it. Please align it. Don't suppress it. Okay? Fourth, the homeostasis disruption between VLP and orexins are the major concerns of our sleep. Sleep is a luxury today. Okay? Sleep is a luxury. And orexins, in their RM format, rapid eye movement, what they do, they make you in a wakeful state. Many times you would have felt in the morning, though you were not having booze in the night, no party, no jhagada, still you got up with some heavy head, with some retinal fatigue. Why? Orexins were indirectly activated. The homeostasis disruption. And the last part everyone has told is circular economy. At the moment, not me, not Girish Bhardwaj, it is the SIBC who has already declared LED as most unmaintainable source of lighting. Please go and check their website. So, light is the governor of the universe and the hormones, and we as a lighting fraternity are not no less than medical one. Thank you. Passion hidden somewhere there was passion.
Team against LED, who's going to be representing? Okay, excellent, Girish. Your time starts now.
Right. We all want to sell something swathed up with the maculages, with the factor of wow, I liked it. My limbic part of the brain, I've liked it. It's so beautiful. Agreed, it's so maintainable. Agreed, or it's so space management has been addressed. Flexibility has been addressed. As you mentioned about the melatonin factor, it since the ages, since we are born, it is still there. We are 7 trillion atoms of one human being and 89 billion neurons. However, the source of the arrival of LEDs has changed the DNA of the industry. The light was a form of heat factor before LEDs. After LEDs, the DNA changed, but our prosaic ways to continue with the insipid manner couldn't change that. So we need to understand the technology is very good. We have to live with it, and industry is definitely working upon it. At the moment, while I'm speaking, we are unable to maintain our homeostasis of our physiology. For that, we have to be careful. We have to be little conscious because it is about health and well-being. We have been finagled by the purchase managers or so-called elephant in the room. But definitely, that's an indirect or a direct form of your medical bills, neuro disorders, Alzheimer's, where it is coming from. Why now? So definitely lifestyle matters, we don't have time, but somewhere iota of it, LED is also contributing. It's not 100% as mentioned. Thank you.
One more question.
Hi, good evening everybody. I was just listening to all that talk that was happening. As a novice, I'm not a lighting guy, but I deal with lighting and lighting products and fixtures and fittings. What is the whole discussion today on circadian lighting that is coming into the discussion? And for a country that is bountiful with sunlight, do you think it is a product that should be coming into this country? Or is it again imposition of a product that suits a different country that's coming into our country? Are we going to succumb to that or are we going to resist it? Since this is a debate, so I want both the options.
Sir, you should have attended the morning session by Dr. Saab in the session.
So very interesting question, and I hope that iDAC takes that feedback and allows the other sessions to also be made available to all the participants. There was a lot of discussion about light and its effect on well-being and health. But would you like to summarize a response? Okay.
Good evening, sir. So, I would, you have appropriately raised a very valid question. First of all, circadian, in the name of circadian, we are not doing anything, but it's a placebo at the moment. One, only with tunable light. You mentioned about rich sun. Are you sitting under rich sun? One, not here. Forget this. Go to your 3 BHK, 4 BHK, 5 BHK house. The visible parameter of the sun is there. Non-visible parameter, which are important, which is NIR and FIR, are totally missing because of your glass facades, porch, or whatever it is. So your ATP, immune system, mitochondria, has gone for a toss. One. So whether we are rich or a poor sun country, one fact remains that lighting has to be addressed first before you conceptualize the architecture. How will you allow sunlight? Okay, the challenge is, I wrote in one of the platforms, if the swimming is not coming to you, if the ship is not coming to you, swim out to it. So can we swim out to sun? There are possibilities, right? What? Allow your employees half an hour to smoke and have coffee in sunlight. How hard it is. So there are factors where your lighting expert would come and tell you which glass to choose. I was at one of the booth at the glass. It is the lighting designer's job to direct an interior designer and an architect which glass is to be used. UV, it's like U value of 4.6 or U value of 4.3. It is mentioned in IES edition book to 10 that it is so we have to be given the importance.